just, yep, start timer in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. So, first order of business, we need to turn on, we met our donation incentive for stupid walking, and just the potato handle there in the crowd, I'll turn on colorblind mode.
What is this?
So, this is West of Loathing. I'll start in a minute, just make sure I don't hit any wrong buttons here. This is one of the important parts. Okay, we're good. So, this is West of Loathing. If you were on the internet back in like 2009, you might have seen an old web-based RPG. Still going, it's true, but you know, that's its heyday. And yeah, they made a new game a couple of years ago now, going for a more traditional RPG. And this is it. So the strong suit of this game is this writing. Unfortunately, as you're seeing, we don't really see much of that here. Because one of the things that makes this game good is we can mash through the text near instantly. A few other things that help out for a speedrun is the quest design. There's a lot of quests in this game, a lot to do. I only need to do 3 of them to technically beat the game. I believe the developer has actually said originally what he wanted to do was have a game with no quests, just side quests. But unfortunately, he ended up having to compromise and put a few in, so that's what we do for the run. And the third thing is there is very little RNG. In fact, while I was giving this explanation, one of the only true points of RNG in this run already happened. So, basically, my quest is simply to make the train run from here to Frisco. Oh, wrong button there. And to do that, I'm going to need to find a box of dynamite, build a bridge, and get a crown. Simple stuff. So, we are moving on that. So what I actually all just did there was technically a bunch of the side content. Because one of the things we need to do requires us to find a significant amount of meat, which is this game's money. And it turns out that there's a bit of side content that is just faster than stuff we don't need to do that is just faster. So, yeah. So here we are at the first quest. Now technically, I could skip this entire quest that I'm doing right now, but it turns out there's a whole bunch of money in the room with the crest reward, so it's actually faster to just do it. Oh. Hold up. So yeah. Got those in order. So yeah. What? Hold on. Okay, something weird happened here. Come on. Investigate the desk. Never failed to get that key. Okay. Gotta get the obligatory marathon thing out. Yep. Oh no, that's just mistakes. And so, now, we have our next little bit of marathon luck to see. Usually by now, we would... Okay. Having a bit of... Okay, there we go. There's that dealt with. But... And that's all we needed. So, we've done our first mission, but we're making a little side trip into a fort full of skeletons so we can find some books on necromancy, which I can explain why those are useful later. And while we're in this little side trip, we're going to spend all that money we've been carefully saving up. I'll slow down for these menus just because I don't want to accidentally spend my money on the wrong thing. There we go. To silver plate a turnip. And now we're good to continue. misinput there. We get to see what combat looks like. Hopefully you never see that again. That's not supposed to happen. Come on. Oh, right. That would explain that. Forgot to raise my stats. And now, that's all the leveling up I need to do for this run. Surprisingly, not only do you need to do... Come on. The quest design of this game is actually very generous. I need to do, I believe, two stat checks and 2 speech checks, and that's the entire non-lethal path. So, now, oops, oh well. We head over to the old abandoned military cemetery, so we can continue to find our books of necromancy. Oh, come on. There we go. So, there's an interesting little thing about the route. For this part of the game, the intended part of this path, or sort of the path the game presents you with, is your obvious path. Okay, what happened here? Doc Alice is not cooperating. She is supposed to give me... okay. Normally, the partner I picked, the whole reason we have this character, there we go, is this. She will lead us to locations where we can find books on necromancy. Now, she's leading us there because she actually hates necromancers, but we're going there because we want to learn it. We'll get that. First, we need to do Milk, Blood, and Ichor. But don't worry, we'll be back. Let's do more here. A little weird area about this thing about this buffalo area is you can't, it's arranged in a circle, you can't actually walk backwards. Even if it looks like it might be fast for me to backtrack, I have to go forward. And then milk, milk, lemonade, and I get a beaker of fudge. That's how you make fudge. And
do we have time for just a super quick donation?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Merck donated $19 and just says, "Oh boy, he is rolling."
Thanks, Merck.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we simply drink our beaker of fudge, read a necromancy book, and now our partner actually stops us from reading more necromancy books, because as I mentioned, she really hates that. But that's fine. We'll go here, get another one. And now we're going to read the rest of our necromancy books. So these books give you various skills that are quite good, but often come with a negative trade-off attached. They're pretty interesting, but we're not really into that. Our character is ostensibly meant to be a dexterity class, but as already mentioned, I'm not doing combat if I can avoid it. The reason I actually want all that necromancy is so I can build a bridge out of bones. And that's that. So now all we need to do is get past Emperor Norton without incurring his wrath and getting an antivirus. And that's what I plated the turnip for. And time is coming up now. Time. You can enjoy the final cutscene. Yeah, time already happened, sorry. And yeah, let this play out, but there's not much to it. I'll get to the one joke I like in this. Oh, there we go. There's another achievement for you. Apparently you have to watch the cutscene for it to actually count as having beaten the game with that character. And here we go. Our good friend Buffalo Bill. He opened up a Buffalo Wild Wings. Anyway, also fun little quirk, you can only pause in the cutscene during these scenes because it actually counts as gameplay, you're just off screen. And that's all, thank you very much.